Welcome to our Village podcast. My name is Tobi Bello and I will be your host for season 1. This podcast is proudly commissioned by the Project Art Center, so we are excited to be here. This episode is so special. This has Felispeaks and Tishé, and these women are just like the most amazing women ever. Like, I love Black women, but like these women right here have been so inspirational to me, and the conversation that we're having is super emotional, and it's, to be honest, watch it. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna get it. Thank you. Oh, your nails are foul.
Oh, let me see. Come
Purr.
on.
Guys,
It's magic. Guys, I'm feeling somehow. I don't have my nail done.
Why now? Join us now.
I'm just being roughing it up, guys.
Bro.
I need to get my nails done.
Let me see yours.
And
No,
this shit
these are like, I got
it's
you
made
got
me
these
feel
are
so
stick
gay.
on. You are gay.
I know, but like now people there's no question about it. I have a turtleneck on.
Yeah, she's like short hair.
Where's your chin? Where's your chin though?
At the
Oh,
end of the
no.
day, you can still take a bitch.
And
Perp.
I'm
Amen.
a nigga. Okay.
You know what I mean? I can take both.
Both of them.
I can take your man and
Your
your
market
woman.
is free.
Hi.
Wow.
No nails.
Free market.
It's a free market. That's crazy.
It's because I'm like, you know what, being bisexual is actually rough, because not only like if you're worried about things, you know what I mean, like not man now worried a woman and blah blah blah, it's a lot.
So you're just stressed.
But
You're
the thing-
stressed.
But the thing I don't appreciate about actually what people presume about bisexuality
Loyalty is there, dude.
is that they think that queerness or sexuality that's different from the norm is synonymous to promiscuity.
Promiscuity, yeah.
And like it's just so offensive.
It's not true.
No,
Like,
even though it's
all
not
the
true, but I'm
straighties
so
are
sorry.
nasty.
No, I get it, but like even it might not be true, but at the end of the day, when you walk into the room, I'm out for you both.
Oh, damn. She's not helping your cause. She's not helping your cause.
You're not helping.
Because I'm just like last, it's there. It's just like I saw this thing and it was like if your partner is big into like personalities, you're not worried about the most attractive person in the room.
Oh,
You're worried.
shit.
Ooh.
Actually, I'm offended again.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that.
Because I have personality, but I'm also a cutie.
Yeah.
So
you carry both and everything.
do you know what? One thing I do enjoy about like my personality is I think I'm really charming.
You are.
Affirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
You are
that.
very charming.
Yeah.
And I've learned that recently. Like, I had a moment. Like, I was at a restaurant, very normal. I wasn't even doing the most. I
Yeah.
was being normal, guys.
Yeah.
I promise. I was the waitress was taking my order.
Yeah.
So I had usually like I like to decorate my face, specifically my eyes.
And your
I used to wear
dots.
glasses like Tishé.
Yeah.
I'm still blind, but I just. Don't
just
wear-
give up?
I just was like, I went on a night out one time. I was like, I have pretty eyes. So it's like, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
So anyway, I decorated my eyes or whatever at this dinner, and this lady was taking my order, and I looked up at her to answer her. She goes, "Oh God, stop! You startled me." I said, "What happened?"
But no, you know what I mean? You always
She
look up
was
with a
like-
little twinkle.
Yeah, she's
With
like,
a little twinkle.
You hypnotized me. I said, "Now, sister girl, get your shit together."
You're at work.
Yeah.
That's
I'm here for the
crazy.
food. Nasty word.
Multiple meals.
Like what? There's a lot of food around here. Hi. Like what's
But
up?
speaking on bisexuality, I just feel like there's not a lot of visible Black Irish queer people.
Well, yes.
It's
I used to
scary,
say
though.
this when I was in a university. I would look around and be like, someone has to be gay. Because
Yeah.
it doesn't, the statistics guys are not statistically making
Exactly.
statistical sense. Do you
Yeah.
get?
Do you know what the statistical says?
They're
Yeah.
not making statistical sense.
Yeah.
Because somebody gotta be. So my
Yep.
thing is, guys, when are we gonna start living our truth? Can you
No,
just-
for me, it's like
just-
the minute I have 5 people in the room, you're gay.
Someone-
One person just takes it. You take the crown. Whether you're not, you find yourself now. Okay, you just go and you look for
somebody
yourself.
gotta
The gay
be-
award goes to
Any, meeny, miny.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
whoever
yeah,
wants to take it, take it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is how the podcast is gonna start.
I figured.
So yeah, we are gay. We will take the responsibility.
Yeah, period.
Okay, you know that's not like we're joking.
Ari.
Have you told your mom?
Are you in the
Actually,
queer
wait,
world?
are you gay?
I'm not that I know of.
Fair.
Oh,
Do you know
But
what I
okay,
mean?
here's my thing.
You
I
can
think
discover it later.
I think I got into a long-term relationship before I had the chance to discover it. So
Oh, okay. You
Fair.
find out later.
I just I don't plan to find out. Please.
No, I mean, if
Don't
you are or
wish
not-
breakfast on me.
No, not even that. Like, I think even while you're in a relationship.
No, I was trying to convince you that you're gay.
I'm not trying to convince you that you're gay. But what I am saying is that you will discover it sooner or later.
Yeah.
Like
If you
don't,
are.
you don't even need to be out of the relationship to find out if you are queer or not. I think there's always that like someone for everyone moment where you're like, am I?
No, there's certain people like
It's a vibe
Everyone,
thing too.
when in my secondary school, everyone used to think that I was. But I'm just convinced that's just because I was super artsy.
it's your shirt.
It's my shirt. It's my
yeah,
shirt.
come on, look at the
And you're
confidence.
wearing
As my
corduroy.
mother would say,
Oh,
it's a good shirt.
And then you're wearing Doc Martens with me. Oh.
Come on, I'm so sorry. Corduroy up and down.
Listen, I don't know,
And
guys.
docs?
I don't know. I don't know. But I don't think I feel like I've had the privilege of not having to think about it, and I think it is a privilege.
Yes.
To be like, I just haven't had
Thought
to,
about it,
because
yeah.
I happened to fall in love with a man, so then
Yeah.
everything was fine.
I think
Yeah.
heterosexuality is a privilege,
It's such a
especially if you're
privilege.
black.
And
Oh,
it's so
100%.
peaceful.
Yeah.
It's so. I literally told my mom, I was like, "Do you know how much trouble I could have caused?
You know.
But I brought home a nice what Yoruba gentleman.
Yeah.
But I said, Mom, you should be thanking me. I didn't even bring
Because I
home
could have
anybody
stressed
else.
you out.
I could stress you out, but I
ticked
didn't.
the box.
I ticked every box.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm actually just chaotic because I was in a long-term relationship with a Yoruba man and I still came out as queer. I just was like, you know what?
No,
I'm
per.
flipping the table.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But if it's true, it's true.
If
There's
it's true,
no
it's true. Exactly
There's
that.
The thing
no
about women are so pretty.
They are.
Period.
Like even if you're not sexually attracted to a woman, it's just like women are just pretty.
Prettier than men.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Is that a question?
It's not even their fault. It's just, I think we also have a lot more decorative elements that we can enhance our
Yeah.
prettiness with.
However, I find when men let go of their preconceived notions of what
Yeah.
they should look like, if
Yeah.
they even try small,
Yeah.
that's when you're like, oh,
No, that's good. If I like when I
know?
see a black man, oh, your nails are painted. I'm like, hi,
You know?
cutie. You know what I mean? I might not even be attracted to you, but I'm attracted to the fact that you're like you feel
Expressive.
expressive enough. Because
Yeah.
again, like Ireland is so small. Like for me, it's like not only if you come out and say you're gay or whatever it is, it's like you're coming out gay to the whole nation, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like every single person knows about it. So I think like there's a lot of like pressure around
Oh yeah,
that as well.
The thing is, I don't even fault anyone for being undercover queer.
At
Like,
all.
I don't. Like, I think it's a really, really difficult thing. I just happen to be headstrong as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
And I haven't given a damn
In a
since
long
I was
time.
17.
Since I was born.
And now I am fully grown. I have never
seen
seen
that
a
look.
fillet. Yeah.
Ever.
So like I'm very much like I understand the amount of pressure and the
Yeah.
amount of risk involved in being authentically out.
Yeah.
And like I wouldn't wish that on anybody that wasn't ready
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
I mean, not at all.
Like
Yeah.
first of all, artists and gay,
Yeah.
big problems for you. Like in a
Terrible,
black
man.
home.
I said if I'm gonna drop a bomb, let it be a
you have to drop every bomb.
catatonic, destructive
That's
Hiroshima.
Yeah, straight
Like
heat.
bazooka shit.
Yeah.
Let's go. And I think that's actually just part of like my personality is how I deal with my art as well. And
Yeah.
if I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna say it really loudly.
Yeah. And I think it takes like again, both of you amazing artists. So like it takes a lot of vulnerability to do the type of work that you guys do as well. Cause it's not only just like there's a lot of emotion that goes into like acting. There's a lot of emotion that goes into writing. There's a lot of emotion that, and it's just like, I think you have to pour yourself in it in such a way because it's like, it's so evident when you're not like attached. Even if you were to play being gay, like you really, it's not something that you're going to be like, you know, like
Yeah.
you really
No, you
pour
do
yourself
everything.
into that. Yeah.
And I think that's what I found. But I've also learned something really about protecting myself in
Yeah.
those spaces, because I've been on sets where they're like, okay, now cry. And I'm like, okay, I will cry. And they're like, no, just think of something really sad. I'm like, no. Because you don't have to live in my body once the shoot is
Yeah,
over.
yeah,
I
yeah.
do. So I'm not doing that. I said, bring a fan. I'll just open my
Eyes, give me
like, I'm not
onions.
doing that. You know,
Yeah.
like, and I feel like, especially as artists, you have to learn how to creatively protect yourself
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Because
100%.
it is hard to do what we do. Not hard in the sense that, you know, life is hard, but hard in the sense of like your entire heart and your chest feels exposed all the time. And I would say, because I also write, like, I think writing is way more exposing than acting for me.
Expand.
So-
yeah.
Writing, I don't know how it is possible to write dishonestly. I don't know how people do it, and I don't think you can do it successfully.
Yeah.
I think the only way that you could ever possibly write something worth watching or reading is by being completely and absolutely honest and
Yep.
open. And
Yeah.
that is what
And-
people latch onto. Whereas I feel like sometimes as an actor, I can 100% deliver and it's real, but I can hide behind the fact that I am playing somebody
a
else's
character.
words.
Yeah.
I'm doing it in my way, but at the end of the day, I did not write this.
Yeah.
So I feel like even if they come up to me and they're like, oh, I like when you said, I'm like, well, the writer's over there. Ask
Yeah,
her.
exactly.
Do
Go
you
say
get-
that too.
Yeah, you know, so it's a lot more, you're a lot more protected, I feel, as
Yeah.
an actor. But when I write something and I know that I wrote that out of something that I've experienced, like my
Yeah.
body and soul, that it's terrifying to put on stage.
Yeah, no,
It
because like
is.
when, for instance, like if I ever have to present someone else's work, it's so much easier for me to do it because
Yeah.
it's just like
Yep.
someone else's work.
Yeah.
But I always describe artistry as nakedness. Like,
Yeah.
it's like I always feel like there's a part of like every time I'm like get up and do, even like now, I feel like my left tit is exposed. Like literally, like
Shout out to Naked Studios.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
If you
it's-
know, you
If
know.
you know Naked Studios, you know. But like every time I'm like doing my art, I'm just like, y'all are literally looking at my left tit right now,
Yeah.
like exposed. It's bare, and it's that uncomfortableness of like seeing a part of you that, like, you leave an impression in someone's mind, and it's
Yeah.
like every time someone leaves that as well, it's like they take a part of you with them. Do you know what I mean? And that,
And not only do they take a part of you, they make it theirs.
Yeah.
And suddenly, like something that belonged solely to you
Yeah.
is now belonging to like
someone
a room
else.
of
Yeah.
100 people.
Yeah.
And like there's and this is a strong word, but there's a slight grief there.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
There's a grief
When you let
in-
it go,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a grief
Yeah.
when you let it go because it's become something else. It grows its own legs.
Yeah.
And also even every time you perform it and you take it out of the sacredness of where you wrote it and your bedroom and your privacy and you put it out there, it's like, oh God,
Yeah.
it just keeps becoming. And like, and I often get asked this thing of like, oh, I like that the poem that you did 5 years ago, you're comfortable doing it again. I'm like, bruh, that's because it keeps becoming like,
Yeah.
like the person that I was that said it 5 years ago
Yeah.
is
Has
not the
not
same
the same.
person.
yeah,
that
and you
I'm-
also have a different relationship with it
With the
now.
piece, yeah. But yeah.
No, I think it's similar again with music. Like people make music, and like now somebody's like walking down the aisle to what you just, you know what I mean?
That's
Or somebody's like
crazy.
making a memory, or somebody attaches your song to a breakup to their partner. It's just like you have your own little like thing with the song now,
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
But I think that's also why art is the most community-based thing you can participate in. And I think that that's what keeps me going in the theater world, because I find it frustrating, but that's a different conversation for a different day. But like,
No,
I
that's a
feel like,
conversation for today.
oh,
Period.
I just feel like that's what keeps me going, because I did a play last year that a lot of people came up to me and were like, this is the first time that I ever went to a play, like in this country. Like this is the first time, and I literally only came because I saw that you were all black.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, that means so much to me as a person. And if
Yeah.
that is all I have for the rest of my life, I'm good. Like I don't need any other sort of measure of success.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
idea that I can give people a place where they can come and see themselves on stage and like reflect that back to them, and then have strange and difficult and hard conversations with the people in their lives. That is what art is for.
Yeah.
And that is all I live for, full stop. I just wish I could put that on a, arts council app, but
Arts
you
Council,
can.
if you're watching this.
I
we need
you-
money.
I really think you can. I think like part of how to exist authentically is challenging those like spaces anyway with your truth. And like when you said that, it just made me flash back to 2017 when I did Boy Child. Oh my God.
But Boy Child was
Just
so
over there
good.
in Connolly Books. And
Yeah.
it was like an all black cast, and it was our first, it was Dublin Fringe. We didn't know not nearly enough about the magnitude of what we were trying to do, especially like I had no idea the context of what Dublin Fringe Festival actually was.
Yeah.
We just like rocked up on stage, did this thing, had a bunch of fucking niggas in the room, and they
Yeah.
were like, I feel seen.
Yeah.
And like when I remember when you guys did that play,
as well,
for
like-
Dublin Fringe last year, I remember
Yeah.
being
All
like,
of the fair.
whoa.
Like
this
even like
is-
being here and like seeing the
stunning.
posters, seeing the gilly, seeing the wed, like just
Yeah.
seeing things that I look at, I'm like, before even going to this, I understand what's happening already.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
all of this relates to what happens in my world. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think that's so hard to see. And a lot of the questions that I've been discussing with people, especially this year in general, is like, what gave you the audacity? It's kind of like this thing, like what gave you the audacity to see something that you have not seen your other people do, or you don't see a reflection in your society, and then you take it upon yourself to be like, I can do this. Do you know what I mean?
Being Nigerian is the greatest gift
Ever.
I think I have ever received. in the sense of I've never had that question. How can I not? So he can and I can't. I don't understand.
Yeah.
He can. Does he have what?
my
2 heads?
God.
Does he have 2
heads?
Was he born twice? No.
No.
Should be it's the
Is it not
same being. So
me?
why?
Yeah.
Like why
Yep.
not? And I feel like a lot because when I was in a university, I was in this scholarship program called the Ad Astra Performing Arts Program, and there was a lot of people in there, and we would talk a lot about imposter syndrome and people not feeling like they belong in that place and all of that. And the whole time I was like, no one belongs anywhere. It doesn't
Yeah.
exist. All of this is fake. Do what you want and then move on. And I feel like the second, and I know it's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah.
But I feel like the second you get over that whole thing, and what really helped me was seeing a lot of bad theater.
Yeah.
When you see a lot of shows go on, you're like, but this was shit.
Yeah.
And they got funding.
And they got funding.
Yeah.
So I could do
So
it too.
who am I? Do you get what I mean? Should be, I'm
Yeah.
not dumb.
Yeah.
I think that that statement in particular, it's like seeing things that you know that you're very capable of doing.
better.
Yeah.
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 Like, yeah.
Yeah. A fraction of the
Of the
cost. If you
fraction
give
of the
me-
money.
Give me 20% of
Give
what they
me-
got. I could make something.
And I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I have. It's been
Like-
done.
Like, and it's been done over and
Yeah.
over and over again. And I feel like, especially within the art space, like there's
Yeah.
a lot of like proving but it's also like every time it happens, everybody's like, wow. But it's like, okay, now that you've seen this, carry on. Like,
Carry on.
do you know what I mean?
Why do I have to
Why
prove
do I have to
myself 18
re-audition
times?
every single time? Why do I
But
always
it's
have
each
to?
space as well. So like, let's say there's space A, and like Toby broke into space A.
Yeah.
And like, so that meant like, okay, 3 more people can enter space A. But like, just because Toby broke into space A doesn't mean it gives Toby the opportunity to do space B, C, D.
Exactly,
Like, because
yeah.
I felt like each space that I've broken barriers in, I've had to keep doing it in multiple places.
Yeah.
And like, in order to be validated, it's like, oh, so when I did it last year, it wasn't enough. Oh, I have
Yeah,
to show
so
you
it-
specifically that I'm
Yeah.
about that
Constantly
life.
proving
It's
yourself.
really interesting, like the repeatedly having to show.
I think that's the hardest
you're-
part of it.
that
like,
you're qualified for this.
yeah.
When in fact I'm
Overqualified. No, sometimes like I remember there was one time I applied for something and it was like I'd written like I remember because I was like, why isn't how am I not getting funding? How am I not da? But like even I remember writing like everything that I had done. I put like my heart into this application, and essentially I remember getting like feedback from the other side from someone essentially being like, yeah, I don't know if it's overqualification. I don't know if it is but it's like, yeah, you've done a lot. But I'm like, yeah, and
Okay.
I've been self-funding. I've been It's like, hello, but
Hello,
at the
yeah.
end
What
of the
more?
day, they're like, so like, yeah, we can't box you essentially. We can't put it in a particular thing. It's just out there.
That's the
Do you know what I
part-
mean? I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, because you guys don't fund, so then we have to go out and make money. Like I'm an artist, so I have to continuously. So I'm
Yeah.
doing photography, I'm doing makeup, I'm doing hair because I live in the creative space. I live in the creative world. So like you saying no to me, I have to walk out of there and still do art. Like, and I can't
It's
just
not
wait
optional.
for you to give me the money for me to do exactly what it is that I have to still survive. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's just like year after year. I remember reading one of the research papers that the Arts Council had brought out, and it was essentially saying referencing is a big issue when it comes to within that kind of like Black community. They released like a whole diversity and it was saying referencing is like a big part of why Black people don't get funding. But it's also like you
How do
guys,
you mean?
you're like
Yeah, what do they
essentially
mean by referencing?
like referencing in a sense of like majority of the time that you want to get funded, they want to like when you put a reference forward, it has to be a reference that they know.
Oh, as in support letters.
Support letters, essentially, yeah. So like if you're
Uh-huh.
gonna give someone as a reference or give something, if you're gonna reference you doing some sort of work, the support
It has to
letter,
be a name
it
that they
has to be a name
recognize.
that they recognize. But like in the Black community, we are starting our own things because you guys, it's not being funded. Like we pitching all of
Yeah.
these things,
Yeah.
it's not being funded. So like when I say, oh, I had an exhibition in Tono and I had an exhibition in this, you don't know what that is,
Yeah.
and because of that, I'm not getting funding.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like that cycle of
Yeah.
like the proving yourself is, it's even when you're accepted in your own space,
Yep.
they still question the space that you're accepted in. I'm like, okay,
What more do you want
Yeah.
from me?
I feel like
Bruh.
my entire artistry is so influenced by the like Nigerianness of being like I can do whatever I want, whenever I
Yeah.
want, you can't stop me, and then the like Irishness, but like is that okay? Like
yeah, is that
is
correct?
it all right? Like yeah, it's fine,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like, and I feel like it's such a weird mixture of being like, I literally did a show last year where every time I am on stage, once the show is done and like we're doing the bows, I don't want anything more than to get off that stage. Like it's like my entire body is pulling me
I'm done now.
off that stage. And like once we've bowed and once those lights have come back up, I am now me. I am no longer living in the space of like pretend. Now I am myself taking a bow in front of all these hundreds of people, right? So I want to get off stage, right? And I had a director say to me last year, he was like, what are you running from? And I was like, I actually don't know. Because if you ask me, I would say that I'm someone that's very proud of my work. But there's still that like coyness of, I hope you liked it. Okay, right. You know, and there's something about that I feel like I see in me that might come out in my applications of being like, please fund me if you want, like, please, I'm kind of nice and I'm kind of good at what I do, you know?
I don't think that's specifically unique. I think a lot of artists have that because one, we don't put enough support or funding into artists in general. So one thing I've come across recently, I was talking to this lecturer in Galway who's actually about to like challenge the government specifically, not the Arts Council. I think she's actually working in collaboration with the Arts Council for this, but it's basically about like, we don't get funded as artists in this country enough. I think we, like the government gives the Arts Council approximately like 100 million or something like this, or let's say like 100,000 for the entire like spanning in all the artists in the country. Whereas in fucking Estonia, they would, and this is just an example, but like so many other European countries, that 100K would be just for one section. Whereas the 100K would be for the entire art group in the country. And like, so those norms, like challenging the fact that actually, no, artists just deserve more money. Like we need more money. It should be 100 million just for theater. It should be 100 million just for music. It should be 100 million just for visual arts because it's that valuable. So yes, like, so what I'm trying to say is that it's not super unique to you that actually, we don't know. And because we don't, it's uncomfortable because it is. And like, you're unsure because that's the situation we're living in.
That's what we're in.
It's a precarious,
and it's also limited. That's the thing. It's just, as you were saying, because of the money, it's limited. So like, even something like the Agility Award, like I think last year was like record high amount of people who had applied for the Agility Award, because it's like, artists, we're not getting less, we're getting more. We have things like social media, like people are starting to choose roles that involve finding themselves or being themselves. So it's just like that increase is constantly happening, but it's like, you can apply how many times and not get it. And then so many dreams get killed that way. Do you know how many people I know that have applied and not gotten something? They're excellent people, but it's like a dream is killed. Like so many dreams, like, and it's annoying that people seek, like it is, because obviously you're in Ireland or whatever it is, you seek validation from things like this. And if you're not validated here twice, 3 times. Do you know how many dreams, like, and there's no infrastructure that is going to back you up outside of this? Do you know how many, like every time I was even thinking about like, I was raised in Blanche, so like all the Blanche boys when they were coming out with all the Blanche, you know what I mean? Bees up, you know what I mean? Like it was one of those things that it was like, I remember all the lads that would make music, and they were good.
Yeah, that was a time.
So there's no, some of them are good. So.
Yeah, the Facebook time.
Yeah, hello. My camera is over there, so I'm always giving a little wink.
Me, I don't like to fight.
I love you. Yeah. Everybody is special in their own way.
Amen.
Oh, amen is killing me.
Yeah, amen. Your mommy loves you. Your daddy loves you.
Okay. You've done enough.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. But it's just like when I think about those guys and think about the amount of talent that was also in the room, and I think it's the eagerness as well that like I want to do something, but you have nothing that catches that. If you have nothing that like, and also we're parents who came to this country who are like, what are you doing?
Literally.
Music. You know what I mean? And so it's like not having the support system, not having the infrastructure. Then also like, even if you do drill music now, like, can you apply for the arts grants? Like, do you know what I mean?
Music.
For drill music, is that considered art?
I would love to see that.
I want to see that.
Do you know what, Loki? I want to see drill on like a theater stage.
But but the thing about it,
as an interlude,
it can't live there though. The thing about it, it can't live there. But I think it's just like people don't like. It's so hard to see the path here. Do you know what I mean?
As well, we have to give people credit for the fact that people got to eat. And art takes time, right? So if you're not paying people for their time, they have to do something else. And I found this as well when I was thinking about going full-time artist last year, which I did. Someone said to
Bruh.
Big girl. Big
me,
girl. Yo,
someone
as you
said
said
to
that
me,
she's full-time artist, if you let her fall, you're
if you
going to be in
let me
trouble.
know,
No.
Keep funding her.
Like,
keep funding her. Give her the money.
if you lose
Give
me,
the
yeah?
young black kids money.
We are going to, don't let us.
But someone
Yeah, just give her the money.
Take care, take care,
Yeah.
take care. So someone said to me, you can't. Oh, she said you can't use 80% of your effort on your plan B and expect your plan A to work.
Yeah.
Period.
And that sentence changed my life.
Yep.
I said, wow. Because I was
Yeah.
working like a full-time job. I was like, how? So if I'm working 40 hours a week,
Yeah.
Yep.
what time am I meant to have waking, like
Yeah.
empty head? Like in the months since I've quit, like I have had so many ideas,
Yep.
not even fully fledged things. I've had so much room to think and breathe and
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
that has made me such a better artist because my
Artist,
brain
yeah.
has time.
Yeah.
As in, it's not even that I'm like actively sat down with a pen in my hand
No,
like
that's
this.
part
Yeah.
of the creative process,
You know,
though.
like
Yeah,
it's
but you just have
literally
brain space.
because you're
Yeah.
not worried about
Yeah.
things, but like
Yep.
realistically, how many people can do
Do
that?
that.
Yeah.
You know, and not work full time and be fine with not getting booked for the next 3 months and be like, okay, I can,
I can-
survive.
yeah.
I'm incredibly privileged to
Yeah,
be
but it's
in
like
that spot,
it's a,
you know?
I understand, like even though I see it as a privilege to be able to have, but it's again, it's a mindset because, bro, like none of us here have lasted in any sort of like 9 to 5 job. Do you know what I mean? Because the
Bro.
pressure. Because for me, it's like
The-
some
the
days
depression?
I'm so sorry, but like there's some days I'm like, why aren't I just a 9 to 5 nigga?
It would
like
be
I just want to
easy.
be like it just
Yeah.
feels like it's going to be so much easier for.
Yeah.
For me to be in, like, it's just like I go to this, I do this, I come out, I pay my bills with ease, I pay my rent, I know how much is coming at the end of the month.
Yeah.
There's something about that feels great, right?
Yeah.
For a month.
For a month.
But then afterwards, it's like, I saw this meme, it was like, if you're looking for a job, stress. If you're in the job, stress.
Stress.
If you're out of the job,
Stress.
stress. So it's one of those things I was like, you're stressed regardless.
Yeah.
You might as well be stressed doing what the hell you love. Do you know what I
Amen.
mean? Because I was just like,
That's what I
choose
said.
your suffering. It's like, suffering is inevitable.
Yep.
I'd rather be suffering about something
Come
I
on,
care about.
Buddhist
Amen.
monk.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I go to the temple. What are you talking about? It's one of those things that, like, I'd rather be suffering in something that I actually love.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because suffering is inevitable anyway.
Yep.
So it's just
Yeah.
like you have to be comfortable with not climbing that corporate ladder. You have to be comfortable with not participating in capitalism
And
that
some
way.
people aren't, and that's fine
And that's
for
okay,
them.
yeah.
Do you get what I mean? But
Because
I think
it's scary. It's anxiety.
It's so anxiety inducing when you don't know the next time you're gonna get a
Getting
check.
paid.
That is terrifying.
Like,
but
it's-
I forgot who I said this to. I was like, there's a sacrifice to be paid for everything.
Everything.
Yep.
The sacrifice of me being able to make the art that I want to make and make the space for Black people in Dublin that I want to make is being a bit uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
I'm still not that uncomfortable. Do you get what I mean? And like part of the same conversation I was having, someone was like, starving artists, are you really starving or do you just want to eat steak? And I said,
Why can't I? But why? No. Why can't I eat?
I said
steak
no. I
off
said
my
first of
ass?
all, rude.
Why can't
Sorry,
I eat
Jesus,
steak?
and can we just bring the Bible? Jesus was a rich man, no? When they,
You get me?
Yeah,
They
Jesus was
sold
rich, even
his
though he was a-
garments. His
Yeah,
garments were
garments.
heavy with gold.
Like, do you know what I
golden
mean?
garments.
Jesus had money, bro. Like, I'm an artist. Like, what do you expect from me, bro? Yes,
Why did you call Jesus here?
I had to call Jesus because I'm like,
Because
why?
actually, as a Nigerian,
As a
Jesus is a cultural
That's do you know what I mean?
It's true, it's
And
true.
this was, I had to call Jesus because
It's true.
Jesus, you're the only person that can understand this. Like, 'cause-
Period.
do you know what I mean? You served the community and you had wealth. Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like, and I think the mindset of like, it's almost people also think the fact that even our parents probably like, oh, they are paying you for this. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Bro, I just had to give another young Black babe a pep talk, like literally 2 hours ago,
Yeah.
about how to charge for her art.
yeah.
So like this book just came out, Dublin City, it was funded by Dublin City Literature Council, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. It's One City, One Dublin. So a book just came out and her name is in it as well and her essays in it.
And they didn't tell her.
No, she was there at the event. Like,
Yeah.
so anyway, so she was obviously paid for this. My name is in the book too. So I was and she was like, oh my God, I'm so happy like to see you and and like, I can't believe you're here. And I'm like, bro, you're here.
Yeah.
Like, we in the same book.
Yeah.
Like, they're paying you too. And she goes, oh, like it's way too much money. I said, hey, if you ever tell
In your
those
No. Sorry. I'm going to give you a pep
ever
talk.
tell those
as well.
motherfuckers they paid you too
Too
much
much
money.
money.
Are you silly?
Like
don't
me
mess
and
up.
her
Don't
mom
mess up.
tag team, we even high-fived. I had to bully some love into her. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Sometimes that's
you
the way.
deserve the money.
Yeah.
In fact,
Money.
next time, if you don't charge higher,
Double it.
I'm gonna find you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get you.
Yeah. I'm going to get you good.
I'm gonna get you
'Cause
good.
what?
And like
Yeah.
even the confidence to be like, I deserve to be paid for like my art. It's such an interesting journey because I had to tell her about my first paid gig, right?
Yeah.
I was like, babe, let me tell you the first time somebody gave me some money, right? I was a student. I was in college. Shout out Minuth, brap. And I got this gig, I think it was with First Fortnight or something.
Yeah.
First Fortnight Festival. And they emailed me and they were like, asked me to perform. And then they said, the fee is €50, right?
You
This
saw
was
your good
years ago.
Yeah.
And I says to them, I emailed back. I said, guys, I'm a student. I don't have €50 to give you for me to be part of this. They emailed me back and said, no, we're giving you the €50.
Yeah.
When I promise you, I screamed. I said,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're gonna pay me
Yeah.
for something that came out of my brain. €50.
Yeah.
That's
It
mad.
was incredible. And like when I shared that story with her, she was like, oh my God, yeah, that happened to me too. And this was the amount of money. I said, now let me tell you where I'm at now.
Yeah.
And like you can't shake when you ask for the money.
No.
And then you have to learn about negotiation skills and
Yeah.
this. So I was giving her like a crash course on like how to like talk money in art. And she was looking at me like, whoa, like I just learned so much. I'm like, yeah, because actually there's no classes for this. All of this is either through experience or mentorship.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want you to spend 3 years devaluing your art before you realize that you can eat off of it and or to try to even eat off of it. And I was just like, and I didn't, you know when you accidentally do something impactful and like she thanked me at the end and she was like, oh, like that's really changed my mind about this. And I was like, oh, good God, I wish somebody did that for me. Like, and I'm really happy that you actually, like, I'm happy for you that you get a me in this moment.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a me.
Yeah.
I had to undersell myself for a couple of years.
But also,
Yeah.
you have to be able to look back at yourself and see how much of a blessing you are in this space.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you have gotten to a point where not only are you sure of yourself, you can assure other people that look like you.
Yeah.
That is an amazing place to be. And I feel like that is the goal at the end of the day, to become more than what we were and be able to look back. Really, what you saw was yourself from how many years ago.
Exactly.
Really,
Like,
that's
even,
what
I
they
promise
sent you.
I promise you, Tisha, even looking at you is triggering.
Really?
Yeah.
Dead ass. Because I'm looking at you like,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think backstage, I'm not going to cry. I think backstage, I
Yeah.
was like, shit, you remind me of me.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, motherfucker, you're 23.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, first of all, the fact that we've been cursing so deep, like every single episode has been so clean, yeah?
this is the, that's because this is the realest.
Yeah.
You don't get realer than this. But like, you're 23 and like, I literally feel like I'm looking at myself years back and I'm like, cause like you have not only the opportunity, but the mind to be like, I'm gonna go study this
Yeah.
and then try and like navigate my way through it and like even like be able to go full time by 23. I'm just like, this is
dope.
it's so cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm
I feel like you have to understand the role that you have played in that.
Yeah.
And I feel like anything that I am, it literally is building off of what you did.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
And I
First of
feel
all,
like
don't let me start
I'm
crying.
not crying today.
First of all,
I am
dare
not
cry.
No, but
crying
this,
Don't
today.
you dare
No,
cry.
but then I was like, no, but again, it is so like it's
Bro.
because I remember like one thing I always say to a lot of people, and especially again when I get the opportunity to speak to any other person that is trying to get into the art, it's like so many of us were the frontliners, like
Bro.
like you know what it is, like you're taking the first bullets. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it's just one of those things. Like the next generation that's gonna come after you, you're gonna look at them and you like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna that effect is gonna keep happening. But
Yeah.
like I think the emotion that comes from what is happening, I think being frontliners in spaces, and again, as I was saying, being in a space where you don't see yourself, like
Yeah.
literature, like is. and also Ireland really cares about literature. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So like for you to be
Land
excellent
of the
on that,
poets.
Land of the poets.
what? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things that it's like when you don't, it's so like, I think the amazing part is like seeing someone who like what feels like shouldn't be there is there. Do you know what I mean? So like that for me is like if I saw a visual artist that was doing this at a time that I consider, I think I would be in a totally different, like, because now I don't have an example of any black visual artist
Because you are that.
yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Because
are
I
the-
have to, do you know what I mean? And I remember like a moment where I was kind of like, this art thing, I'm like, what? Do you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't really sure, but every encounter that I have with someone who's like, yo, I saw your thing, da da da, and I'm just like, this isn't just about the joy of painting. This is just like, I want some child who is going to be in secondary school, who's going to go to an exhibition, who is going to see my work and is going to be like, yo, I can do this. Like, my name, you know, like, it's just, it's possible. I want them to go home and be like, Mom, no, I know a black girl who's making money and who's living off this.
Do you know they started using me? I'm the example. I'm the example kid.
Girl, you're in the leaving cert. People
When
are
I
studying you
when I
right
got
now.
into the leaving cert,
yeah, the leaving cert was
I got
a
into the
moment.
leaving cert at 25.
Yeah.
I'm 29.
Yeah.
And it's been such a, like, I've been a full-time artist for 6 years. This is my 6th year doing this. And like every time I think about those 3 simple stats, those 3 simple facts, I'm like, this is alarming.
Yeah.
That like nobody prepares you for being the first to do anything.
Yeah.
Nobody prepares you for you accidentally being revolutionary.
Yeah.
Because you chose to be yourself
Self.
or because you chose to accept that your creativity was imperative to your existence.
Yeah.
I wish art was a hobby, but actually art is the love of my life.
Yeah.
Like
I'm married to it in a way that is like,
this
the
is
dedication
it.
is different.
it-
Yeah.
And so once you're committed to your art and committed to the being that creates that art, it opens doors that I didn't mean to. I didn't know that this was important.
Yeah.
The other thing that I'm finding working predominantly in theater and having what I think is Ireland's first black theater.
Yeah, I was like, we're going to
Yes.
get to that.
So
yeah.
I'm
Period.
willing
Yeah.
to be corrected.
Yeah.
Is the fact that as an actor, I was unhappy with the idea of sort of always waiting. Because by the time a production gets to actor, that production is like a year and a half old. It's been coming. Do you get what I mean? And I think I was never the sort of person that was like, I'm going to wait on
This.
I don't understand that. I've always been very like, if I want this sort of thing on stage, that means that God above has given it to me
to
because
do.
it's the idea. I don't sit and wait. When is it coming? Do you get what I mean? But I feel like as well the power in that is not having to. We still have to apply because Arts Council, please. But like
Again.
the idea of
Every time, sorry, I just need you, every time you say, just look into
look
the camera,
directly in the yeah.
Please give
And
us love.
please.
yeah.
I promise
Thank
you, we're
you.
going to
We
make
need
magic.
and it will be
Get me?
fantastic.
Yeah.
You don't
And
understand.
actually, sometimes can you, as a company,
come to me.
that you're going to write the application for me?
Amen.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Thank
Because
you.
actually, they
Thanks.
respect you.
Yeah.
You, the company, they know what you're up to.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
We
Please
love you guys.
proceed.
Kisses.
But I think the nice thing about having the company as well is you get to decide what story you want
You
to
want
tell.
to tell? Yeah.
And you get to go with these mad impulses. Like the wedding play Ololufe came from myself and my friend Praise. We were like, oh, friend just coming. We're like, yeah. We're like, we should write a play. Yeah. So what's the most dramatic thing we've seen in the past year that's not a play? Like a wedding.
Yeah,
right?
and Nigerian
we're
one
like-
at that.
We're like, your man's wedding was really dramatic. Like that's because why is it that dramatic? Like why is that necessary? Do you get what I mean?
I was telling
But
the lads
then
beforehand that like literally one woman was giving chicken, like giving, you know the way like aunties give.
Yeah,
oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah.
give
Weddings.
chicken
Party
at
favor.
wedding.
Like a live one,
A
bruv.
live chicken.
I saw someone giving
brilliant.
out air fryers.
Air fryer.
First of all, air fryer is really good.
I would take the heck out of that.
Yeah.
Guys, all of this trade that you're giving, give me air fryers.
Yeah, I like air
Do
fryers.
you know like what a display of wealth that is?
to give chicken?
To give an
Air
air
fryer.
fryer.
Yeah, or
To everyone in the audience. Are you
As a
mad?
gift.
As
Is
a
this Ellen?
gift?
Like
That's
even if
mad.
it's not everybody, let's say there's 125
You give
people
out
at the wedding and you have 50 air fryers.
Yeah,
Brother,
rich.
I'm queuing.
Yeah. Like I'm also, first of all, I'm right. I love you so much. You are the reason why I'm here today. Do you know what I mean? I have a speech prepared for an air fryer.
An air
Bruh.
fryer.
At this age, I need it.
The particularities of Nigerianness.
Whenever people ask, how did you get into theater? Why do you like storytelling? I'm like, have you met a Nigerian? Ask a Nigerian to tell you a story.
Excuse me?
Literally.
Metaphor upon metaphor upon simile upon metaphor.
Bro, we will roll on the
And
ground.
what I find even funnier is they do it so casually. Sometimes I look at my mom, like, and she's just talking. I'm like, this is the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
And you don't even know that you're funny.
And their reactions to everything.
They're theatrical themselves.
And then, right, so we have that, right? And then we get raised in this Irish culture. And I was telling someone this as well about how, like, storytelling is in our bones, right?
Yeah.
Whether you are Nigerian or you are Irish, right? And they were like, oh, but every culture has storytelling. I was like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying if I go sit in a pub next to some old fella, the story I'm going to hear, and I'm sorry, guys, I love it. I'm like, yeah, really? And then she did what?
And again,
That's
it's
despicable.
nitty gritty.
What do you mean?
You won't believe it.
You won't believe it. Come here till I tell you.
I believe it.
Come here till I tell you.
Bring it to me. Give it to me. I
That's
want
my
it.
favorite
I actually
thing.
think there's so many similarities between Nigerianness and Irishness.
Irishness.
So many.
Like that, the slipper connecting to your lip.
Yeah.
The wooden spoon.
wooden
When I found
spoon.
out that the wooden spoon is actually an Irish thing as well, like old Irish, like
Yeah.
they'd whack you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, we also wooden spoon.
Yeah. We're all the same. We're all the same. Oh my God, we're trauma bonded.
Like even like our affinity for like religion and our distrust of it and the continuous engagement of it
with
is so interesting and
Yeah.
so specifically Nigerian and Irish.
Yeah. And I think the
Yeah.
folklore elements as well. And I've had this discussion about the folklore, the storytelling, the metaphor, the language.
My
Yes.
next play is adapting a Yoruba myth into present day Dublin.
Like, and it would
Because it
work
makes
so
sense.
well. Like, that's
It'd be
something
so
it would work
fun.
so,
It makes sense.
so well. Like the Irish, I think this, the more I'm getting, I guess because my lived experience now is Irish. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm Nigerian, but like my lived experience is Irish. That Black and Irishness means so much more to me now because I'm just like understanding how our cultures connect so well. Like it's a thing with pride. And every single person that sat on this chair, they're like, if I leave Ireland, my Irish accent is getting thicker.
No, it
like
is.
the minute I
What?
step out of it, I'm like,
In
what's
America.
the story?
In
My
America.
name is Tobi
Forget.
Bello. Like, forget
What do you
Tobi
mean?
Bello. Tobi.
Tobi.
Like, don't say Tobi.
No.
Tobi. What are you talking
weird.
about? Like, yeah.
It's so weird. I'm
It's like
like,
this it is the pride of it, and it's also like
Yeah.
I feel like I can explain it well as well. Like when I'm outside of the country, I get my Black and Irishness. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Obviously, being in Ireland, there's still a lot of like because Irish people are still questioning our blackness here. Do you know
So
what I
you
mean?
feel
But it's
blacker.
like we're here, it's happened. But when I'm out there, yeah.
Listen,
like,
when I'm in
Yep.
London,
yeah. Oh.
although we're unicorns to Londoners.
Yeah.
No, but it's
To
across the
everyone,
pond,
though.
you
Yeah.
tit.
to everyone, we are
right over
unicorns
there.
to everyone.
And first of all, black people are everywhere. Like
So
so.
first of all,
I
let's have
promise you, go to Russia now.
Now,
Now.
today.
There's a
There's a
Nigerian.
Yeah, 100%.
There's a Nigerian in Russia right now. That is
Right
a
now.
Nigerian
Go
Russian.
to Iceland, go anywhere.
Period.
Yeah.
The day that I saw this, there was like a thing about mixed Korean Nigerian kids. I said, "Ah,
Yeah.
I promise you, if you, the only one that I can say,
Nigerian men.
we hail you.
we hail you,
We hail you.
President
Well done.
Kara
Seriously active.
among the
You
nation."
You spread your seed. No, because
So we salute you.
Twale.
Father Abraham had many sons.
Nigerians.
Oh, it's
What?
mad.
It's crazy.
mad.
The one I would love to see, I know this is so random, but like, I don't think I've heard of a Nigerian Palestinian.
Ooh, it's there for sure. It has
It
to
must
be. There.
be.
Can you
It must be
imagine?
there.
That would be so fascinating to me.
I was coming back from Miami.
Come on, bro. You
the
know
plane,
what?
right?
You know what? You know she's a traveling artist. You
International
get me?
artist. Yeah.
Two of us are not
And the
serious.
guy that sat next to me on the plane, he was like a U.S. Army man. Right?
Yeah.
He sat next to me. He was talking to me because, you know, Americans love to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, yeah. He was like, oh, where are you from? I was like, Dublin. He said, Dublin, North Carolina. I said, Dublin, Ireland. He said, you're from an island. I said, Dublin, Ireland,
Ireland.
the Republic of Ireland beside the UK. Do you know it?
Yeah.
He was like, I could see it was like his brain was
brain
sure. His brain was
disbelief.
No, I know he exploded.
his brain was just sure. I was like, yeah. He was like, and do you live there? I said, yeah, I'm from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, okay.
You are even born there.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I'm from there. He was like, oh, you were born there. I was like, no, I was born in Galway. You know, Galway, girl. That's me.
yeah.
No, you sound going girl. What is your problem?
Yeah. Because you must not go away, girl.
You must know.
Yeah.
Do you know Ed Sheeran?
Do you know Ed Sheeran? Yeah, you know me.
Yeah. That's it.
No. You ginger man. If you know the ginger man, you know me.
No, their brains just cannot comprehend.
Yeah, at all.
I'm
That's
like,
how new Black Irishness is, though.
and I, in a way, I
so
do find it
cool.
as a gift because it means that we are in. I don't know. We can really make what we want for
No,
ourselves.
guys, like
and
when
it's
we talk about
wonderful.
urban, like in 20 years' time, in whatever it is, like even like I was sitting here with some of the guys, like we're reflecting on 10 years ago. Do you know what I mean? If the fact that we can sit here and reflect on 10 years ago, knowing that we are sitting here with some of
Yeah.
the first probably Black and Irish person to get into the leaving cert. Do you know what I mean? And it might feel like, oh yeah, casual
Not
now.
probably. I
am.
am the first
Yeah.
Black Irish
person
person
to
to
be
get in the
leaving
cert.
cert. So it's just kind of
insane.
like that's massive. Do you know what I mean? And it's like in the moment we're all like, yeah. But like
But it's huge.
it's huge.
But also the idea of
It's
everything that
strange.
you achieve is a stride for a whole group of people. And
people.
it's such a unique feeling for
Yeah.
like when I got into my scholarship program, I
Yeah.
was the first Black person. When I set up the company, I was the first Black person. Like there's so almost
First.
everything I have achieved, I
Has
am
been
the
the
first
first.
Black whatever.
Yeah,
You know?
same.
And it
and you
makes
can't go to many countries and have that experience.
no, so it
but
makes you have some sort of reverence for the life that you get to live. Not okay, so we achieve things in spite of, yes.
Yeah.
Like we are overcoming, but it can't take away from the fact that we are achieving. And
Yeah.
we're achieving well. And that's such a blessing. And I feel like we just have to be able to look back. Like sometimes I like to think of myself as being able to detach myself from myself and like
Yeah.
look into my situation and be like, that girl's actually doing the best she can with
Yeah.
what she has. Not only is she doing the best she can, she's overachieving,
Achieving,
you know?
yeah.
And I feel like sometimes when you let yourself, because sometimes, especially as an artist, you get so many no's that it can start to feel like,
Yeah.
am I actually shit?
Yeah.
Wait, guys, am I actually?
Am I that
I can
bad?
do this, right? What?
Yeah.
And
You
I
know?
think we also underestimate how, even though we're starting this, like, this, what would I call it? This
Revolution.
revolution of being
Revolution.
Black Irish first to do a lot of things. I think we also underestimate how long that's going to keep happening.
Yeah.
Because if you look to the big pond, America,
Yeah.
the big pond in
Ocean.
America that just did the Grammys. For instance, is it Grammy? Yeah, I was gonna get onto Doechii. She's the third Black woman to ever win rap album of the year. But also, just even one specific thing, like for Wicked won Best Costume Design,
and
he was the first Black man to
yeah.
ever win that. Like probably even the first Black person to actually win
Beyonce
that.
not the first
That's
Black artist to win the best
insane.
country album.
Yeah.
Big Beyonce,
Big Beyonce.
Big B.
What?
Oh, Beyonce,
Beyonce.
we hail you, Beyonce.
Like, and she's like what in her 40s.
Yeah.
So like if you look over at big America that's had Black people there for hundreds of years, albeit enslaved.
Not optionally, but yes.
If you,
No, I
and
don't
if
know
you,
why I
and
kick it at that.
you wrong for that one. You wrong.
suffering,
They are
has to
coming
funny
for
somehow.
you.
And the honest to God is, when things like that just are said, like the only thing I can do is just laugh. Like my
Yeah,
brain
it's a
is
trauma
just like,
response.
just kick
Yeah.
it, please. Like just kick it to that. Like
That's why I write plays. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like today we're gonna talk about slavery. Like, the fuck.
I'm the same though.
Like yeah.
Every time I write a play, like it has to be funny. I don't understand. I cannot physically write a play that has no comedy. in it.
Comedy,
And every
no.
time, because we're a Black theater company, people seem to think that we're gonna write like the most deepest, most serious.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, I'm a very unserious person. I'm not sure if
Very.
you know.
And
but also
sometimes
everything's
there
funny.
needs to be space for that.
Yeah.
Actually. Do you know another thing I was thinking about recently is, and not that actually any of us hit this mark, but I was thinking a lot about Black mediocrity and how we don't have enough of that.
Yeah.
We don't have enough space
love
for Black
Black
mediocrity.
mediocrity.
Do you know how many mediocre white people we meet every day?
Every day.
And like, they should exist.
Yeah.
Because everybody can't be at the top. That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, but like
Yeah.
people who are just doing enough.
Yeah.
Just about enough to get by, and that's enough.
And I want more black. This is such a strange thing to advocate for.
I agree.
But I want more black people to be able to get funded as mediocre artists.
Due to
I
just
agree.
vibes.
Just vibes.
Like just pure vibes and entertainment. Like we need it. Like
Because then it would prove that we're all on the same playing field.
yeah.
Ooh, if
Like-
I throw this microphone at your head,
yeah.
Because that's exactly what it is.
Yep.
I shouldn't have to be absolutely excellent and astonishing to have half of what
What
a
you
straight
have.
white
Yeah.
male presenting man has. Like
Yeah.
that's not how that's meant to work. You know.
Yeah.
So like I love black mediocrity. I really love when I see black people just living life, getting on
vibing,
with
like,
it.
you know, and sometimes
And
I'm
that's
like,
fine.
oh, you know, they could do this, they could do this. And I'm like, actually, no.
Nah.
This is perfect.
This is
Yeah,
perfect.
like-
So you became a doctor, like your mom said. That's fine.
And please, that's not even a good example of
Yeah, I
mediocrity.
don't know. Sorry,
disagree.
I'm
I
so
know
sorry.
so
No, no,
many
no.
doctors.
I know,
Sorry,
no, but
y'all.
sorry. That is the most Nigerian. Like, I don't know if it's on
7
Nigerian or
years.
non-Nigerian thing to say.
I'm not impressed, guys. I'm not impressed.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed. Every cousin I have is a doctor. I'm not
Yeah.
impressed.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not impressed.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to try again.
Yeah.
Many doctors.
It's like shake some ass in the club or
Shake some ass,
something.
something.
No, and we need
Be a
more black
stripper.
Strip a little.
strippers, more black
black
pole
strippers.
dancers,
I'm
more. Oh no, I was gonna start calling.
Where were you going with that?
Yeah.
Where else were you? How deep and dark
Yeah,
were
I
you
literally
going?
was like, let me just reverse now
When-
because we can only get
when
deeper.
you started saying that there were lots of black boys that were making like drill music, or not drill music, but just
Yeah.
music back in the
Yo,
day.
yo, man.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I was an advocate for we need less rappers and more bus drivers.
Oh,
But
Oh, interesting.
let me
Expand.
tell you why.
No, I'm gonna let you land.
When I was growing up, all of the boys that I wouldn't say they had a passion for the actual songs
Yeah.
or music.
Yeah.
But they had a passion for the lifestyle,
Lifestyle.
And the
they were
persona that
seeing
comes
with it.
those men. And because they weren't necessarily good at
Yeah.
anything else in school,
Yeah.
they were automatically rappers.
If
Yeah.
not that, football.
Football is
Yeah.
even better, please.
Yeah.
But we can't all be
No, it's not
rappers,
better.
guys.
Football times out. At least you can still be creative at rap at 50.
Yeah,
Ah,
but if you are good
after
at football,
27, your leg are
if you are
spoiled.
good at football, you should have been able to stack your cash.
Like, no.
If you are good
After
at
27, if you tell me you want to be a footballer, will you sit down?
Oh, after
Yeah.
27, come on. But if you are good at it and you can play in one of the
Premier League,
you
Kinikon,
can
yes.
stack your cash and then you can retire. You become a football commentator.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sad though. That's sad. Do you know what? I'm a huge advocate of continuously reinventing yourself.
Oh,
Agreed.
100%.
I think I want to live so many lives. I think I'll always be a writer. I'll always be a performer. But you know, maybe I hit 35. I'm like, oh, now I'm a sculptor.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that randomly. Actually, I think I can do things with
Follow
this
that.
hand.
Yeah, like
Follow
Do you ever see that meme where it's like,
Useful.
ah,
I
yeah.
can do things with his hands?
Follow that
Do you know what I
instinct.
mean?
That'd be
But
cool.
like, I think like there needs to also be space for like you can live multiple lives. I think because of scarcity and lack of resources, Black people often find something, hold on to it, and never let themselves become more.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. yeah.
Did it touch your nerve?
You just touched me.
Did I,
inside.
did I tickle your knees?
Yeah.
Wow.
Guys, stop being gay. no, you're tickling her knees from here.
No, you got me though.
Yeah.
I want to get to that point, but I feel like I'm so obsessed with acting and performing right
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
that I cannot see anything beyond the trees. Like nothing exists.
I think the more
to me.
you get to know yourself,
The more.
Yeah.
and not that wouldn't be enough if you did get to know yourself and that you decided this is
Yeah.
my final bus stop.
I don't think it would be.
I just think that we just don't, because we don't have enough, we don't let more grow.
But as well as human beings, more time if we allow ourselves to be, we are more than one thing.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are.
Most people are not defined by whatever. I just feel like for me with acting, like the second I fell in love with acting, my mom took me to see a play, and I was watching the play.
Even that support.
Yeah, no, I was like, we're gonna talk about our
Can
parents
I
in
tell
a minute.
you about that story? I
Yeah,
think I
yeah,
told
yeah.
you this.
Yeah,
But
go on.
I was at this play and I was actually watching the play and I was actually leaning forward, right? I was leaning forward. And then I was like to my mom, I was like, Mom, do you want to be up there? I felt like everyone felt that. Like everyone
Yeah.
felt that like pull that
Urge,
like
yeah.
that like they want to be there. I was like, she was like, I would rather die.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
just a meeting?
I'm
Just
the
me then,
only
okay.
one being pulled to the stage.
Yeah. I said that's crazy. And I
Yeah.
feel like ever since that day that I've just been so obsessed with getting to do that
Yeah.
and just doing that. Like I've never felt so passionately about anything in my
something,
life. And I
yeah.
cannot, everything else that I do, I've always written. I used to write my mom poems when I did something wrong, like as my apology. Like, so that was always going to be a thing. Did she even care? She said, okay.
Yeah. I am sorry. I will never do it again.
And I should be like, you didn't
Again,
even spell
doing it,
right.
no, never.
No. I was yeah.
Yeah. So I just feel like I've been so obsessed with that I struggle to see myself as anything else.
Yeah.
But as I've grown into doing things for the sake of theater, grown into producing because I'm not seeing the plays that I want to see, grown into writing because I'm not getting the roles that I want to get, you know, I've been able to do it, but I feel like I do all of that stuff because I have to. I don't feel like I'm doing all that stuff because I want to yet, you know. I still just want to act. I want an illustriously large career that's just fab.
I think that's within
and
reach.
diverse.
And I think like all of those things come with age and like you as you grow older you expand or if you let yourself you do expand. Like my first bread and butter kind of like love has always been poetry. And now I'm obsessively trying to teach myself how to write fiction. I'm trying to write screen. I'm trying like I evolved into a playwright. Like the wider I get, I know that I'll pick up more interests, like, and I'll just keep expanding. And I think, I think the beauty of humaning or how I want to human is to keep tentacling into more things. Hint, you'll find out
see
about
what you
that.
did
Yeah,
there.
we're gonna talk about that too.
We'll be back.
I think for me, it's like one thing that, because you obviously know me, so it's one of those things I do it like for my brain to function, I feel like I need to do kind of like a multitude of things. I have to keep like my brain it's just thinking like it just doesn't rest. But I think it's a thing of like I hate feeling useless, and like that's the thing that I've come to conclusion to. Like I love art, but I hate feeling useless. So I often find myself, if I'm in a space, right, and there's a chair missing, bitch, I'm gonna turn into a chair. Don't try me. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of those things, like, again, similar to your tentacles. Like if you're fascinated by things or whatever it is, similar, like, and you know, obsession. Like I can be obsessed with one thing today, and if you're a fast learner as well, it's like, bro, I'm in this. Like, do you know what I mean? Like even like picking up a camera, I was like, before, and I'm also that type of person. Before I learn how to do it, I'll do first, and that's like good and bad. But do you know what I mean? But I think it's like accepting that I know that I'm also just, and again, I always say like, it's not multiple personality disorder, blah, 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 or whatever it is. Like I feel in my being. Don't, hey. Yeah.
Don't look at the camera.
Can we talk about that? So, okay, we have a pin in a few things. The parenting. Something else.
Your show.
Tentacles,
Your theater.
Okay.
And the big
ADHD.
question.
But it's just like, I think mentally it's like feeling this thing in me that I'm like, I don't feel comfortable just being in one particular space. Like I always feel the need, and there's like different personalities in me. Do you know what I mean? That's what's like, you saw me with my hair before, like before I had different hair, like my whole personality is like based on like just my environment or whatever if I feel like I need to like conform to. Do you know what I mean? So
That's interesting.
I think everybody kind of has like a very different, because I'm like, I've done work with you as a set designer. I've worked with you on the stage.
Oh, girl,
singing.
you design sets?
Yeah, I've done sets.
First of all, Toby can do so many things. It's actually
Can I have
offensive.
your CV?
Like
all of them. I know you have 5.
Like self-taught. Like
Everything.
Toby can creative direct, set design, visual art paint, can photography, doing snap. What else can you do? Oh, can grow things. And I know that sounds so
No,
but like
to me, I can't grow
literally,
things.
Toby can like create life.
No, but for real, if
do you know
just
how
set
wild
design,
that
please,
is?
Please, I remember you.
Please send out your rate
I need
card.
set design.
You make big money now
I need
because
set
Art
design.
Council is funding you.
No, but like literally, because our thing about the company, talk about the company, is that we want to hire up. So as much as having black people on stage is great, having black people behind the scenes, I think is the life of a show. And we've really struggled to find people who are.
But also put an open call out to
Hello.
people.
Please, I'm
Hi
looking
guys.
for.
Which is my camera. Is it my camera?
Yeah, that's
Sister.
your camera. That's
What
your
are you
camera.
looking for?
I am looking for producers,
Period.
set designers,
Period.
stage managers,
Period.
directors,
Period.
writers, lighting designers, sound operators. It takes a village to make a show, and we would prefer if that village was black.
Oh, sound bites.
Clippings.
Sound bites.
Yeah, promo, and then also arts
pew,
council.
pew, pew.
Literally, you're hearing all of these things like funded. Like we need to, and we also want to be able to pay people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Funding.
But like also, I think one thing I'm trying to do with one of my pieces coming up is that even having like because we don't have a lot of black people that think that it's possible. Like who's going out here to tell their mom that I'm going to be a lighting designer in theater? That's hard. But like if somebody's interested in it, can you shadow? Can
that's
this
what we did with our
experienced
last
person?
show.
Good,
Yes.
good
Yeah.
point to make. Good
Yeah.
point.
That's
Even
what we
if
did with our
even
last
if you
show.
have an interest, please reach out.
Reach out. You can
A
find
lot of
us
us who are
on
also in this-
Instagram
at
at Ariola Theater on Instagram. That's AORINOLA.
Yeah.
Theater.
Yeah.
we're gonna
on
put the link,
Instagram.
everything.
But yeah, if like, and that's the big thing. We did that with our last show as well, where we let black people who weren't necessarily qualified or
Professional.
had
Yeah.
done it
Yeah.
before shadow other people.
Yeah.
But my issue I found in the theater world is everybody wants to be an actor.
Y'all
And
want to
as-
shine.
As an actor myself, I get it.
Yeah.
However, we need it takes a village. Like we
Yeah.
can't all be actors. Therefore, nothing
Yeah.
will work. So I'm hoping that soon we'll get to a point where people diversify. and
I
just
also think
see
it's
other things.
knowledge thing.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't know
think-
what it is.
Yeah, if what I know the best in theater is acting,
Yeah.
even if I've never been in the theater world,
that's what I've
common
seen.
sense will tell me that okay, to get into theater, acting makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I don't know anything about what a lighting designer does,
Yeah.
or if I don't know anything about production work,
Work.
or stage management,
Yeah.
like your friend that you know is a good timekeeper, you're gonna be a stage manager.
manager. Yeah, you're good at it too.
You're
Can
gonna
you do a
it.
spreadsheet?
Yeah,
Producer.
you can.
Do you get me?
Do you get-
Do you
yeah.
like
You
to
need
do
to be in
spreadsheet?
those spaces
Yes.
to also understand it, because like even my love for things as well, like set design, that it became from okay, I started photography and then someone's like, oh, I was like, oh, I want
Yeah.
to show up to this. Or when I worked on film as well, it was just again me doing makeup, and I was like, yo, I want to move that around. It's just like it's so if you're in those spaces,
Yep.
you start to recognize the things that you can actually find joy in. But if you then again, if you're also thinking of an actress, you're thinking of an actor or whatever it is, right in front of a screen, like you don't understand.
You don't understand what anything else is.
90% of the work is literally done behind. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's done
It's not
behind.
the guys on
As
stage.
an actor,
Yep.
especially when I'm doing film, I get called when the shoot is about to start. As in,
Yeah.
they're about to have me.
Yeah.
Those people have been there since
born.
Yeah.
Do you get, like, but
Period.
the thing about it as well is I was in UCD DramSoc,
Yeah.
and the wonderful part about DramSoc and also working with people that come from DramSocs around the country is that you really learn that you can do everything.
Yeah.
So there are three of us in the company: myself, actor, writer, director. I can produce, and I've also stage managed in the past.
Yeah.
Usher, stage manager, producer, actor.
Yeah.
Praise, director, set designer, stage manager. We have done all. She even did lights. We have
Yeah,
done
done
every
all.
single thing, because the lovely thing about DramSocs is it gives you a place to do that where there are no stakes.
Yeah.
While it doesn't always feel like there are no stakes.
stakes.
There are
Yeah.
no stakes.
Yeah.
This doesn't matter. Do you get?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
therefore you can try everything and you sort of learn from there. So the other thing I would say, if people are listening to this, Afro socks, okay?
Yeah.
Hey,
Integrate-
dance.
Yeah.
Everyday dance. Everyday podcast.
All
No,
you
we're on a
people do is
podcast.
azonto.
Shit.
No, first of all, the fact that we dance don't is shows our
You guys are
age.
so old.
Don't
Azonto.
ever say that
They are
again.
doing Shalipopi.
Wait,
Azonto.
Tisha,
Don't bite me. Don't bite me.
Don't do that.
Tisha, if I flip your shoe,
Don't bite me.
that.
Please,
Be careful. Know your age mates. Yeah. Don't do that.
Sorry.
by the
ma.
way, this is so
Sorry, ma.
black.
Sorry, ma.
This
Sorry, ma.
is so yeah.
But
Shout out to you for creating this black ass, blackly black, blackest black space. Because
I do mean that though. Like Afro socks, you should invest in expanding people's interests or
Okay.
Yes.
facilitating people's interests outside of take me out. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Like, and I think it's very. Was that
I,
a bit too
I'm just gonna say I would take that personally, guys. I'm just gonna say I would take that personally.
I would have that.
I would have that, and I would write her a letter.
I think please don't
Personally.
write me a letter.
Yeah.
ARINOLA.
Details. We'll leave the details. She gave her details.
No,
She gave her details.
No.
Take it personally.
While having fun is important,
Yeah.
and Take Me Out is a great part of every year.
Yeah, but we
within
did
Drum
take me out when
Socks.
we were in college.
I think everyone does it.
Yeah, like
It's
move
fun.
on.
Oh, I didn't say that. See how? I
Oh,
didn't
no,
say
no,
that. I didn't say
I meant it.
But I just think that it'll be really good just to expand. Like there's a couple things that some drum songs do that I love. Like they have
Yeah.
sickle cell awareness month,
yeah.
and they have like stuff like that. But just think about like collabs with drum socks, film socks, musical socks,
Yeah.
and getting black people into those things. Because the issue is black people sometimes we have to be forced into things,
Yeah.
and we don't
It's
come
'cause we
unless
think that
we're
we're
called.
not meant to be in those
We don't come
Yes.
unless we're called.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because black people so much have the experience of going somewhere where they're not wanted. So you
Welcome.
take that risk once,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you're like, it's actually fine.
Yeah.
But also, like the container that your parents create is one riddled with insecurity.
Absolutely.
Like even though they bring you here for more opportunity, they kind of
Lo-
put it in
yeah.
your head that like actually
You don't have that many.
this is
Yeah.
temporary, and actually
School.
this is not.
School is your opportunity.
This is not. They actually teach you that this is not your land. That you don't have as much rights here as the white Irish person. And unfortunately for you, you're born here, so you do.
you do.
Yeah.
You do. So like it's the learning that outside of the home. Yeah, our parents are scared because like people they left their like homes when they were like in their 30s and
Yeah,
they
or
don't know
even
like
younger.
or younger or even older, and it's
Older,
like
yeah.
your entire life experience is completely different
And it's
to
also
to the
based on
place
their
you're coming
survival
to.
instinct as
Yes, so they're trying to survive, but you can do more than survive.
well. Yeah. You can
Absolutely.
try.
You can thrive.
If
Black power, black power, black power.
do you know what?
Actually, as a black and Irish person, because this is black, our own is.
Oh, have
Did
you
you
just
invent
invented
that?
this? You just
I
invented
just
this.
invented it now.
Just
'cause I was
invented it
like,
now.
when I did this,
So
I
I
was like,
do-
no, it feels. Yeah.
So are we strong, or is it this?
We find emotion. We'll talk about it later.
We should just
We'll come up
azonto.
with.
We should just azonto.
No, don't do that. I don't like what you did.
Do you
there.
know what? Do you know what, Tisha?
I don't like that.
Tisha, I'm not liking your
I don't
tone.
like this. I don't like this. Okay.
I love
God, we're
aunties,
so
man.
old, bro.
Don't
Don't
stop.
stop. No,
I'm just a girl.
no. I'm even getting
Jo-
younger.
Jo,
I'm
yeah, you are.
getting younger.
Yeah, get younger.
I had the. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Don't look at me that way.
said, "Oh,
And it's
Jesus."
also what the thing about it is like if you grew up around siblings, I grew like a lot of my childhood was literally care for my siblings. So I remember like college.
Adultified.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like there's so much responsibility. I remember just being. I feel a lot more younger than I did when I was
Yes.
16.
Oh my
'cause you
God,
have less
same.
responsibilities.
Like I only worry about my bills. Do you know what I mean?
Per-
It's just like when you come from like again, a lot of people can share this experience. It's the fact that like you grew like your parents would travel to Nigeria and leave you at home at
Oh,
14
not
to
you,
take care of
Aaron.
your kids. No, what I'm just trying to say is like it's just there's certain things that like our parents adultify us very
Fast.
very
Yeah, no, it's
very
true.
very very fast.
Yeah.
So it's just like
The
I rem-
emotional incest is crazy, especially if your firstborn daughter.
Like, it's
I'm
a lot.
Tired.
Are you
like
British now, doctor?
No, as
We're
in
different
emphasis.
people.
Yeah. I wanted to bring that
SEC
emphasis
or
from,
is it? Sorry.
from somewhere deep within.
yeah.
And do you remember when we were talking about Peppa Pig?
Yeah, this is it.
There's this little black Irish girl in Longford Town with a British accent because of Peppa
Peppa
Pig.
Pig.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So that's I channeled
Oh,
her.
no, I
Yeah,
get it, I
yeah.
get it, I get it.
Connecting to the roots.
I feel like I have a very different experience because I'm an only child. So
I didn't know you were an
grew up-
only child.
and
You
also
don't
like
give off
Tifa,
only
they cared
child.
about you.
They
They brought you
care
to
about
Tita.
me. They really
Like, they cared about
okay,
you.
so my mom
And they let you study that. Let's talk about your mommy.
They did.
Okay, guys.
Girl,
Also, can I say
have a
something? We've
master's in
passed like how
psychology.
many minutes are we in this now? 107. Okay, we're good. Yeah, it's been 107. I guess we'll stretch it out just a little bit. Yeah.
So yeah, my mom is an educator, so that was her thing. She
Ah,
taught
lovely.
Shout out to mommy.
primary school. Shout out, Mumsy.
Yeah.
And she, when I was growing up, was very adamant on the fact that like I went to museums, art galleries, theater
beautiful.
shows. She bought me poetry books, and then she would have me recite the poetry to her. So I was
Wow.
born in that thing. Ask me why she was shocked when I said I was gonna do this full time.
Yeah.
So I literally said, I was like,
That's
oh
a
yeah,
setup.
that's what I said. You set me up. You
But
set
no,
me
but
up.
I think she set herself up too.
Exactly.
She set herself up because she
Right?
was like, when you bought land, we are here, we're going to do things or whatever it is.
But
She-
it's not even that. My mom lives the same lifestyle at home too.
Okay, so
This
she-
is
your
how
mom's about the arts. Though.
my mom
Okay.
is about education,
Okay,
and she
yeah.
believes that education comes in all forms.
Oh,
so
yeah.
till I was 12, I think every Christmas I got books. I got an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I would read through facts, right?
Oh,
so she would have
wow.
education in all forms because she
Yeah.
taught school. She understood that like education in like the big E education
Yeah.
is very good, but as
Yeah.
well you have to educate kids in the arts as well to make them fully rounded human beings.
Yes.
Whether or not they take to the art is their own choice. Well,
Yeah,
she didn't
yeah.
know it was my choice, but look, I was not, you know?
Yeah.
So then when I said to her, I was like, I think I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. She said,
For real?
oh, really? I said, yeah. She said,
Okay.
No, but big ups to you because
glad you saw.
congratulations on that psychology master.
yeah.
that's-
So I didn't
yeah.
study. So what I did was I went into UCD for psych, but they have this program called the Adastra Performing Arts Program where you can be on a scholarship for theater while you do your actual degree. So it's basically like, you know, people who play sports for a school and then they go to
Yeah,
school. It's
yeah.
the same, but for arts. So I got to make my mom happy because I got to have
Yes, both.
I got to have both. God really answered that prayer because I was like,
That's
how am I going to
incredible.
swing
Okay, see
this?
things like this. We need to talk because we need to
Yep.
create documents. Or we
Yeah.
need to because again, it's the lack of knowing.
Absolutely.
A big part of access into art is also the lack of knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. We need to even like all these things that we're talking about the Afrosoc. The thing that went into my head was like, write a program. Write a program that we can
Yeah.
send to people. Write a program. Have
Absolutely.
lists. Have links.
Yep.
Have access. Like ways because
Yeah.
once people understand that,
Yeah.
like that is like that's even my first time hearing that. Like I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
So
yeah.
I didn't know about it either. I went to the UCD Open Day in whatever year that was,
Yeah.
and I saw a girl wearing, you know, Hamilton. You know Hamilton.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
wearing a little
such a
Hamilton pin.
look at you, theater girl.
I know.
You
And I was like,
actually,
I'm
you
such-
had a brain jerk off there.
Yeah.
You said, "Oh, Hamilton."
I was so happy because I literally saw the guy. I was like, "Oh my gosh, where'd you get that?" She was like, "Oh, I went to see the show." I was like, "Oh, you do theater, yada yada." She was like, "Yeah, I'm actually part of this program," and I was like, "Program? They pay you to go to school to do both?" I said,
Oh.
"That's so crazy."
That's amazing.
I said, "Are you sure this is real?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." So I applied and I got in magically, right?
Wow.
Not magically.
No,
Girl,
I
you-
know,
this
but-
is- you're so Irish. How's your day? Oh no, it's going on. Your day is great. You're having a fantastic day. Like, come on. Like,
But yeah, and then I got to learn a lot about theater and also train as an actor and then also as a playwright a bit.
Yeah.
So that really was very formative to me.
That's
So
so
if that's
beautiful.
something you're interested in, you can
You
find
know,
more information on that.
ARINOLA.
If you need advice for your life,
Hey,
we'll
please,
put the
Feli.
link. We'll put the link. There's many things she can
Yar,
advise you on.
yar,
We'll put, if
yar.
you want to get paid more, we'll put the link.
I won't lie.
Yeah.
Can you come and negotiate for me?
Bro,
Yeah.
having to learn a lot of things through experience has been interesting, and like learning about value, learning how to leverage value,
Yeah.
learning how that translates into money, learning that like sometimes you actually just won't make money, learning
Yeah.
about taxes as an artist.
Oh, this is the second time that.
Yeah, that one's.
Are you
your
a,
taxes.
are you a big boss or not?
Yeah.
Because they're gonna find you. Like there's so many things to learn. Like that's not shiny about artistry.
Yeah.
This like it's fascinating, and like I could give advice for days. Like
Yeah.
because I fucked it up. So
Yeah.
I've done so.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I walk in templates.
Yeah, honest to God.
It's so annoying because
Yeah.
like the amount of times, like even like I've had friends where they're just maybe a year or two behind in terms of like their experience with their art.
Yeah.
The way they use me as learning templates.
Yeah.
Because like and like sometimes I'm so sad about it because I'm just like I want to ask somebody else for advice.
Yeah.
Your Yoruba myth about they send one out to check. It's the thing about the twins that they send the strong. No, what is it?
So
Not
Ken-
her calling
so-
you God's strongest shoulder.
God's
So
strongest
you know the way Taye is the first
Taye,
child,
yeah.
Kehinde sends Taye out.
Yeah.
So Kehinde is regarded as the eldest, even though it was the second child to
Child,
be born
yeah.
in the
Yeah,
twin
that's
ship.
not what I was trying to say. What
Yeah,
I
but it
actually wanted to
kinda
say
is.
was
I
that
still
you
understand
went
the
out
matter-
for us.
Yeah, to go scope, and then you're not
go
told the other
scope the
ones to
scenery
come.
out.
Yeah,
You
yeah. If I was a twin, let me come second. Like you check it out first and let me know what's
Tell
up.
us about
Like-
octopus children.
Yeah, guys. Also, we have like because we need to octopus children. I want to hear about theater
Yeah.
because we need to say that, and then okay, go.
Do you want us to still answer the question of do you think you would have been doing this if you were?
Yeah, I know.
We'll
That's
get-
we'll
is that
kind
the
of
wrap-up?
round.
Okay,
We'll
okay,
kind of
okay,
round it
okay,
up as
okay,
that. But yeah,
Okay, so what's your interviewer? Interview.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like you just started the interview.
No, deadass. We literally just started. Hi guys and welcome. But yeah, anyways, octopus children.
Bro.
Hello.
So I have this like, I'm birthing
Yeah.
a project. It's my first, what would I call it? My first theater production that's mine.
Yeah, like completely.
It's completely mine. It's
Yeah.
going to be fully funded. It's coming out in Dublin Fringe Festival, and it's huge. And the crazy thing about Octopus Children is I've been working on it from 2022.
Yeah.
And the title landed. It was supposed to be a 5-track EP. I dropped the first track, Tough Meat.
Bro, if you have not watched Tough Meat, I need to put the link. Like, I actually need to put the link because, anyways, find out yourself.
Toby was also on Tough Meat.
Just find out yourself, because definitely one of the best, like a project that I was part of that I'm extremely proud of. Tough Meat was insane.
You know when something happens in your brain and you're able to like make it tangible, but in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Like another thing that like I've learned in the industry is about how to invest in yourself so you can leverage your value.
Yeah.
And so,
Spirits, Holy Ghost, spirits.
Do you know when something feels like a testimony, like I'm mid testimony?
Oh, I love that feeling.
I feel like I'm mid testimony,
Yeah.
right? So I self-funded Tough Meat. Cost me, because I'm comfortable talking about money.
Yeah.
It cost me €7,000
Yeah.
to pay everybody
And she paid everybody.
I
good.
paid everybody.
Yeah.
I paid everybody, put the money into the project, made everything beautiful. I spent months and months talking to my team.
Yeah.
Like I think we talked for literally 6 months.
Yeah.
Before, like, so I wanted us to move as one entity, even though it's my idea. I wanted it to feel like it was as much theirs as it
Yeah.
was mine, and that was really important to me, for them to understand what Tough Meat meant.
Yeah.
And Tough Meat is specifically just about a Black Irish girl, or a Black girl that is just like, I'm odd and I'm at odds with the patriarchy,
Yeah.
and my father as a symbol of that. And how do I break out to be more myself via this poetry, music, video thing? And so it's as much about me as it is for the archetype that is me, which
Yeah.
is Black first child, daughter, rebellious, outside of the binary, all of those things.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to pay homage to that archetype. So Tough Meat was the first of that project. And it was supposed to be an EP, but I was like, if I can't put €7,000 into all of them, I'm not doing it, baby.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have that money, but I was like, once I put Tough Meat out, I was like, it's going to do its job.
Yeah.
And I had to trust that. And there's a whole...
Sorry, this is giving the metaphor of sending Kende out. Yeah, sending that
Yes.
one child out.
Yeah.
Scope it out and then come back to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the thing about Tough Meat was, I knew that if I sat on the rest of them, Tough Meat is going to do the work for me.
Yeah.
And so Tough Meat went out is it October or November 2022. Octopus Children first came to me like probably the end of 2021 actually.
Yeah.
And so I made all the tracks. I didn't release the rest of them, and I did Wake for This Is Pop Baby.
Which you were, again, Wake is it's going on tour again. But
Yeah.
like, if you have not seen Wake, and also as a black people, I need y'all to start attending theater, because I'm telling you something.
Yep.
When
They
there's
will.
someone that literally looks like you on that stage, I cannot, like, that feeling cannot be described. Like, it's
Yeah.
like every time I try to explain that to people, I just can't explain, like, feeling represented like in spaces like that. I can't explain it. It's something that is, you need to experience yourself. But Wake is so amazing.
Wake is phenomenal.
Like-
It's written by Karis D. Coburn. So, but a lot of it is like theater performances. It's different mediums. And I'm the only poet in the show, so I'm the
Yeah.
only one doing poetry. So to be the most vocal element
Yeah.
and be primarily the only Black element often
Yeah.
is really, really interesting. But it's finally going to the West End in London. The West End to England is Broadway to America.
Yeah.
Do you feel me?
Yeah. We're climbing up the ladder.
Yeah. We're getting visible out here.
Yeah,
Do you get me?
yeah,
We're
yeah,
making
yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I got scoped by This Is Pop Baby. I did Wake, and then they kind of looked at me like, "Oh, you have a voice. You have something to say. Let's see what you got to say."
Yeah.
And literally, I think when they kind of passed the ball on that, like, "Hey, do you have something to write and something to create?" I thought it was really funny because, like, I looked at them like, "Boy, do I have something?
Do I have?
And that's another thing about artistry, the not waiting. Sometimes the not waiting means create and wait.
Yeah.
Like not just not do anything, but like you have to think about how to leverage your value.
Yeah.
And so I just when they asked me, I said, this is what I was waiting for. This is the perfect opportunity. Let me stunt on you real quick. So like I showed up with this like already kind of like a basis of an idea. I had all these poems that were songs and all these ideas,
and also
they were
recorded
like,
as well.
And recorded, and they were like
at an extremely high quality.
Like they were like, oh, you have something. I said, yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And so like I've spent the past 2 years creating this script, and I'm getting it dramaturged to shit at the moment.
Yeah.
But by the time it comes out in Dublin Fringe Festival, it's going to be a thing, and I feel like it's going to be I'm not even like. I'm not even
gonna lie.
I ain't gonna
really
lie.
good.
Like
It's going to be amazing.
it's
really
on.
good.
Yeah.
And it's not
like
even
hearing
finished.
the tracks, like reading the script alone, like
being
bruh.
in that room, was it December?
Yeah.
In December. It genuinely magical. And I was so
she has that little
I
power.
was so because like I was doing a different play at the time
Yeah,
that had
you
like
were
immediately
performing.
long runs. I was
Yeah.
tired. Like I was
Yeah.
so tired. And I was getting to that point. You know when you get to that point with like your art form where you're like, you know what? Wow, I feel like I kind of want to sleep. Like I was just at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember which poem it was, but you did one of them. I was like, no, I'm awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm here. I am ready. Attention. Where's the
Yeah.
button?
Where is
Did you
Yeah.
get like I was so up. So I'm so excited to see what it
Yeah,
becomes.
and it's my
and we
baby.
need Black people to come and see this because this is also written for you.
Literally.
My thing about that is Black people will come if they are marketed to.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had
I
no
agree.
issue selling tickets. We sold out 7 days, I think, before the
Yeah,
festival even
y'all
started.
ate.
We had no issue selling
Yeah.
tickets.
Yep.
So I really hate this idea of Black people don't go to theater.
Yeah.
Black people will go to theater if the
Yeah.
theater is for them.
Yeah.
And if they
Yeah.
know that it's happening.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
city is a bit bigger than we think it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't think that's gonna be an issue.
No, but
Market
even
it,
the thing,
they'll
like
be there.
with this project as well, because we're part of Our Village Archive, we're starting a mailing list, and part of this mailing list, it's every single month. You can also go onto this. This is going to be a website where you can go onto. You can see in April this is what's happening. You can see
That's really
in July
good.
this is what's happening.
Yep.
And like we'll make it easier for you to get access to tickets. Please sign up to the mailing list. It's
Yes,
just
please
you're just
do.
if you want to understand. Like I think it's so important to keep up with the artists that we have because that's what community is all about. So
Yeah,
we need
absolutely.
to keep up with the artists. So please sign up to our mailing list, which
Yep.
is going to be there. Sign up.
Yeah.
You
and
will
you'll
find out. You will find out, and like we'll make sure because even we're trying to work with theater companies, we're trying to work with people. Like even if it's a thing of like, because I want to get moms and dads into the theater, I will find a way to get you free tickets. I will go to the ends of the earth to make sure that we have access to. If you feel like maybe this is something that you might not even want to spend your money on or whatever it is, we will find that for you. But just
Yeah.
reach out to be like, I want to try this. We will make it happen.
That
Yeah.
was one of the things that we did. We did a show just there for Seen and Heard, and one of our things as well was trying to give 10% of the tickets away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is something that we absolutely want to do. Will be much easier when we're
We're
funded.
working together. Anyways.
But we absolutely want to do that because we completely understand that some people don't live in a space. Like to me, theater is not a privilege; it's a right.
Yes.
But for a lot of people, because of the way the world is set up,
It's
it
a
is a
privilege.
privilege to be
Privilege. Yeah.
able to spend 50 quid to go to a show
Yeah.
on a weekend. Like that is not something that a lot of
Yeah.
people have.
Even 30
Like
is
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
a lot.
Yeah.
We try to keep everything under 20. That's our goal
Yeah.
for now. But of course, as production goes
It's
up,
bigger,
things
it's
change.
expensive
like,
to create.
It just is what it is.
Yeah.
But I think having that in mind to say that we want some of these tickets specifically to go. Like one of the things that we were going to do for the wedding play Ololufe, but we sold out was we were going to go to someone's church. Like we
Period.
No,
We
we were
should.
gonna
I've
no,
thought
that's
about
where
it.
the black
No,
people. If you're ever looking for blacks,
100%.
they're in church. That's
They're
why
in
they're
church,
not there.
praising
right?
the Lord.
So that was what we were gonna do, but we were selling so well that it actually wasn't
We didn't need to.
necessary.
Yeah.
But that was what we're gonna go to church, give them out, be like, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Bring your mom, bring your dad, dress up, because that was the big part of the play that you were gonna dress up.
Dress
to
up,
come.
yeah.
That was fun, right? Dress up to come. So like black people will come, man.
And
They
also,
will.
like, don't be scared of the range, right?
Yeah.
So, like, the kind of artistry, for instance, or creations that Tishé makes is different from the kind of creations that I make. That's
Yeah.
different from the kind of creations
Yeah.
Bello makes. Like, so, like, for instance, when you come to Octopus Children, please, my art is poetry, is theater, but it's also quite avant-garde.
Yeah.
Like, I can beat my chest and say that. Like,
Yeah.
I operate in a really strange, hyper-realism, clinical, mystical, blah, blah, blah kind of world, spiritual world.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, because I think spirituality is really imperative to my creativity. If we can get into that as well, because like...
Oh, guys, we need to get into so much, and we're an hour, 30 minutes now? Or 20. Yeah, close it, yeah. But no, spirituality, really, really important, because again, I think, this if we get into this one, is deep.
Yeah.
You have to
Let's
wait
dedicate
up.
10 solid minutes.
10, so yeah, it's
Do we
deep.
have 10 minutes?
That's what's like, this episode is so long already, but like, it's just one of those, like, spirituality and art is deep. And I feel like blackness and how we perceive spirituality is deep. Not everything that you go to or everything that doesn't look like something that's familiar is
It's not
juju.
demonic, for God's sake.
It's not.
For instance, this is not a Black Irish artist, but Rema, right? Rema is a Nigerian artist. He's a musician. I think Rema is not more than 23, 24 right now. Yeah, Rema is 24. I just read an article about Rema in Dazed, and this feature is so fantastic because you can tell that, like, he's actually, not only is he strategic about what he's creating and his music, he's also really, like, spiritual about what he's creating. He's intentional. And like, when you realize that creativity is divine, it's a form of divinity, and your obedience to your creativity is your obedience to your creator. And if you're obeying the creator within, you're obeying the creator above. Do you feel me? Like,
Okay, soundbite.
Soundbite that, please.
Exhibition.
That's fab.
Because, like, and the truer you are to your creativity and the creator within, the more accessible, like, there's more accessible the art is to everybody. Like, they don't even need to, everybody that's like watching doesn't even need to be spiritual, but they have a spirit. And so if you're true to yours, they will feel it. Like, it's something that, like, I'm also doing this, you've probably heard of it. I'm also doing this book called The Artist Way.
I'm doing the artist way.
And so many people a lot of artists are doing the artist way right now.
Wait, what week are you on?
I'm starting next week.
I'm on week 6.
Fab.
I'm halfway through. And when I tell you, Julia Cameron, come to the front.
Come to the front right now.
Mommy, Julia Cameron, you will always be famous.
Amen.
Julia Cameron, your children will always eat.
Amen.
Do you get me? You will always have money in your pockets.
In your pockets.
Because how this book has really revitalized what I already own. And it has really brought me back to self. But the way it's changed my life in the past 6 weeks is so deeply personal and internal that give me 3 months. By the time you see Octopus Children, I will have reinvented myself. And like, that's another thing why I mentioned the idea of like constantly becoming, because the person that needs to create the next thing is waiting for you.
100%.
There was another book very similar to the Artist's Way, but I forgot the name of it, and it's really bothering me now. But he literally opens the book by saying that ideas are divine. So the same way that you're saying that, like, as you create, you are obeying the creator within you. When you have an idea, it's because it's that idea's time. It's not because
of your time.
So it's the same thing as Michael Jackson used to say that when he had an idea for a song, he would get up out of his bed and go write the song before the idea went to Prince. It's the same
That's
thing.
Brilliant. That
it's
is
the
brilliant.
same
It's true.
thing of like the ideas that we receive are not so much ours. Like, I'm not just really smart sitting in my bed thinking of these ideas.
I'm a servant.
I am a servant. And there are things that, and I believe in that there is a God. And in my head, I believe that there are things that God wants to happen or wants to be said or wants to see in whatever ethos. And some people think that's like making your art bigger than it is, but I don't think it's ever possible to make your art bigger than it is.
My existence is
large.
And my existence alone, like, bro, without
It's
me
a
doing
miracle.
anything, I'm like 0 point something percent chance that I'm here.
I don't, like, and I think,
come on, fastest sperm.
Fastest sperm in the game.
The other thing that I think artists have to get over fast is the idea of pretentiousness. You are a pretentious being. We are pretentious people.
Yeah.
If you dare to call yourself an artist,
Yeah.
you have surpassed potential. Leave
Yeah.
potential alone.
It
Like,
took me such a long time
forget
to be able
about
to
it.
call
Get
myself
over
an
yourself.
artist. Yeah. I remember you always used to tell me, like, when I would have like moments where I'm like, da-da-da, she's like, get over yourself. Like, this is
Yeah.
not, like, do you know what I mean?
I
This is
didn't
not just
put
like,
actor in my bio until last month. That's
Yeah,
how deep
that's
this
it.
is.
And like,
You
yeah,
get,
oh my
like,
God, my bio is still like, I'm just here. I create whatever I want. Like, girl, shut up.
you're a visual
You're an
artist.
Like, put it listed out.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
be afraid. And I think it's also like, again, obviously your art is very much attached to who you are, but I think every single time, one thing that God has literally been reminding me is like, you are a servant. Like, you literally, like, every single person, every person that is here, I create you for a reason. There's a reason for everything.
Absolutely.
Like, you being in this space, or if you think you got yourself there, you didn't. Do you know how many people did not wake up this morning? Like, we, like, every single thing that we
Or
do
the
is
idea
just
of the desires that God puts in your heart are to be pursued.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things as well
Yep.
when I was talking to my mom about pursuing art and things. I would literally say, I would feel like if I didn't pursue this, I was disobeying God. That's how
yeah.
I would feel, because
Yeah.
there's no way I should feel anything this intensely.
And
be
the
like,
anxiety of
"Actually,
not
I'm gonna
doing
go
those
work in an
things."
office. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. you
Yeah.
know?
That's when, like, the anxiety of not doing those things, like, that's what's like for me. If that's that was like, if people see this, like, what is this girl doing, do podcast again? But it's like a thing in my mind of like, people don't know how much I get haunted by not.
Oh
like,
yeah, by your ideas.
by your ideas, like,
100%.
Yeah,
haunted. And it's
I
also
feel
like
that
you
too.
because there's also like, you also know this about me, but there's so many times that I've ideas, because when I get an idea, I'm also that person, like, I feel comfortable sharing that thing, but I also like, the idea, as you said, it's the idea's time. If you don't do it,
Somebody
else
else
will do it.
will.
And then you'll be pissed off. Watch.
Yeah, they ain't stealing your idea.
No,
you just
you were
didn't
slow.
do it.
No, you were
yeah,
slow.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, and it's one of those things. Like, there's just so many things that I'm learning about myself. Like, constantly, like, you really have to be so in tune with yourself, and like, and it takes you knowing yourself, but it also takes you like separating yourself a bit from also the desire or the thing that you're doing, because it's like those desires are just not solely yours. Do you know what I mean? And like, even when we share it, like, I remember us talking for like 5 minutes. Girl, we have like the same idea in so many things.
In
Do you know,
so
like,
many
it's
things.
so crazy. Even like with the name, the
Yeah.
archiving, the whole thing. Like, it's just
Yeah.
like there's so many people who are also in this space who are like, yo, there's a
Ooh.
necessary reason why you need to do this.
Did I not
like,
jump out of sleep with an idea and you were like,
Girl.
that's really weird?
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
actually,
yeah.
Because
It's like we
ideas
also
are
have those
divine.
moments all the time. Like, and you're my bestie. Like, I love this person like with my heart, because like, you're also someone that I've always said, like, we have like the connection that we have to creativity.
No,
and
we followed each other to earth.
to earth. Like, literally, it's one of those things. Like, I called this girl. She's like, yeah, no, I had a dream about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, go do that.
Yeah.
You need to. Or like, if do you know what I mean? It's like,
And vice versa, all the time.
yeah, it's all the time. It's just because, and it reminds me that like, yo, this thing is like, it's out there. Like, it's
Yeah.
not this like internal thing that you're constantly battling. That there's so many things that we can sit here and relate to. It's
Yeah.
insane.
I think we're all connected to the same frequency as well.
Yeah.
I think that's something that I've learned about obedience.
Yeah.
I'm very stubborn.
Yeah.
And like, I'm very strong-headed. Even when they say go right, I'll say
Left looks nice.
Yeah.
right points left.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, learning to like obey means that you're learning to like serve the infinite actual thing.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that if you do learn to serve the infinite thing, there's multiple people that along the way that can help you create the thing.
that, yeah.
And then so like art and frequency and spirituality is such a fascinating thing to me, because
Yeah.
we often think, you know, like, people perceive artists as like,
Yeah.
like, no, this is a really tangible, grounded thing. We're
Yeah.
just a vessel for it.
Yeah. We're all a little crazy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
everyone.
I mean,
Yeah.
Especially actors. Love yous. But
have
wow.
you seen them prep?
Yeah, but also you guys are no, but think
What
about
do you
it.
mean by that? What do you
They'll
mean
be
by that?
doing like this
Yeah.
in the back. What's wrong
What's
with you?
that?
They'll be lying down, lifting their
Open
leg
out
up.
the body,
Yeah.
open out the mind.
Yeah, and they
open
start
out
doing
the
squats
soul.
and shit. Like, what's wrong with
Yeah.
Y'all are
y'all?
weird as
I was
shit.
in a rehearsal with the guy that did 10 push-ups before almost every scene.
Anyways, yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. We actually need to round this up. There's so much questions I still want to ask you guys.
Yeah.
Is there
Perhaps
anything
two.
we can do fast?
Okay, fast. I want you to talk about your theater company, because I think it's so important. I know you've like mentioned it, but I want to like, I need you
Have
to
a
like
specific-
have, because also it's not only you like
Yeah.
you're I
My
just want to
powerhouse.
just get
Oh, yeah.
people to
1,
understand
2,
that.
3, go.
Myself, Praise Titus, and Usher.
Shout out
Titus
to you
run
guys.
Run a theater company called Arinola Theater, It started because we wanted to put on a show and we just didn't really have any vessel to do it in. So we said, screw it, we'll just do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And we've been doing that ever since. We've had shows in Fringe and Seen and Heard, and we're just sort of working that way. We are currently self-funded slash fundraisers for stuff, but we are looking to get some Arts Council funding.
Hi, Arts Council.
Hello again. And
We're
as
torturing
well,
them.
Yeah, we are. We love you, though. We love you.
all of our stories always focus on Black people, not necessarily always talking about Blackness on stage,
Yes.
but having Black people in a space existing to us is as revolutionary as anything else.
Yeah.
We are interested in playing with form and also with having audience members as part of the play. So that's the same thing with the wedding play, where the audience members were invited to be guests at the wedding, and we were all very much aware that you were there, you know. So that's one thing that we love to do, audience interaction. And so you can find us on Instagram, and you can email us if you're interested in sort of working with us. We'd love to have you. That's it.
Now I'll put a link for everything as well, so like people can, because this is like, again, really, really important. Last final question, and it's only one thing, and like normally the question I've been asking has been quite different, but I feel like you guys have shared so much that I'm just like, I couldn't ask for more, could I? Do you know what I mean?
We're trapped anyway.
Yeah, I have no choice. Where are you going? Where are you going? But yeah, no, the one thing I want to ask, I guess it's like, if you could go back to your younger self, normally I would ask, what lesson, but I would like, what would you tell yourself in terms of like love, in terms of like, okay, don't cry. Don't be bitches. Don't be bitches. I'm joking. Yeah. But like in terms of like love, but not love in a like love, self-love, I think is really, really important, because I think artistry and self-love, there's like that relationship again is really, really important. You posted something on TikTok today that literally I was like, after listening to it, I was like, I just need to go and sleep because I need to go love myself more. But like if there's anything, and you've like inspired this question for me, is like if there's anything that you could do and tell your younger self about like self-love as a journey as an artist, what would it be?
Ooh, as an artist.
Oh, I like, it doesn't even have to be specific to artistry, but I think just because you guys are artists and it feeds into everything. So it's just kind of like, what would you say to yourself? Like, for instance, again, perfectionism for me is like, Tobi, you're not going to be perfect. It's okay to be embarrassed. You're not going to start something today and be great at it. I don't know why I'm looking at the camera because I'm actually talking to myself. Yeah. Tobi, stop being a perfectionist, please. You're great. You're amazing. Like, don't be afraid to be embarrassed about something. You're not going to wake up day one and be excellent at it. It takes you getting up and being consistent. So please keep going. I love you so much. You're great. You're sexy. Bye. Okay, your turn.
That's crazy. I love it. That was beautiful. Ooh, what would I say to myself? Like, wow. I think all your whims are worth pursuing. All of them. All the quirky, weird, strange ones. And actually you don't need validation from anybody. I think it's really hard to exist in a vacuum, so I'm not asking you to exist in a vacuum, but I need the validation that you have for yourself to be the most important one. And so if any other voice pops up, be brave enough to kill it with your own. That's it.
That was beautiful. Okay. Yeah.
I think good. I would tell myself that you are the sum total of all of the people who love you and believe in you, but also all of the people that don't. And it is okay to take both of those perspectives and make your own life. It is fine to listen, but not internalize everything. And the way that you're going and the things that you want, you're gonna find them. So just keep going. I think that's what I'd say.
Do you know what? I think you're a star, you know.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
No, that ass.
That was so beautiful, guys.
No, I really I look at you and I'm like, you're a fucking star.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Like,
Can you tell the
you guys are all
casting
stars.
director that, please? Have you heard I'm a star?
I can't wait. Like, I am so invested in, because the first time I saw you perform was the wedding party, and I'm invested in what you become. And even if like I don't be in your business like in the next couple of years, I will be watching.
Who said you won't be my business? I'm putting you somewhere.
And I'm just, I don't know. There's something about like, after I saw you perform, I was like, this bitch is gonna be something.
Yeah.
And like, I'm really excited.
She said, I know it's tap.
Compliment.
I know it's
Yeah,
tap when I
yeah,
see
yeah.
it's tap.
Yeah,
That's
and
such
like,
a high compliment coming from such a fantastic performer. Like
you
that's
get out?
so crazy. That's
don't
so
ask.
You guys, first of all, that was the most Irish thing that you could have done. Oh yeah, compliments. Oh, will you stop?
Yeah,
That's literally what you said.
No, you
Will
don't
stop?
get to out compliment me. That's nonsense.
Okay, guys,
Thank you, I
cut. We have done enough.
Okay,
No,
bye.
No, but to finish off,
Yeah.
and not to say I'm having the final word, but
No, have it.
I love you so deeply.
I love you.
I'm not gonna cry. I made it to the end.
Yeah.
I'm just so proud of you.
I love you.
You are like just the way you exist is its own revolution. And like you
Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Please, don't make me cry.
And like
Please.
you don't see it often, but like you change worlds when you enter rooms. You change people's lives, and you don't even try that hard.
Okay, I'm gonna cry. I'm trying to hold it together. I love you guys so much. I love you.
Yeah,
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. That means
you ate
the
that.
world to me. Okay, guys, I'm actually trying to.
I knew I was gonna end.